on the path of sustainability leadership. And then we connect you to committed, well-trained volunteers ready to take action. And together, with the support of best-in-class tools, high-energy launch events, and long-term experiences, your organization can start the sustainability conversation, build a plan and set goals, focus and act on strategies, and then receive recognition for your leadership and performance. Advance's path to leadership features 4 distinct phases: start, plan, focus, and lead. Start is about beginning the conversation. Through dialogue, hands-on activities, and community-building events, USGBC volunteers engage you to understand the needs and desires of your organization, neighborhood, or community. The plan phase moves from discussion to strategy. Once your organization is ready to explore sustainability, Advance offers a suite of launch events to facilitate the evaluation of existing assets, identify your project's goals, and then brainstorm practical strategies to achieve them. The focus phase moves your plans into action. This phase of Advance is flexible to best serve your project's needs and goals. Whether you're interested in reducing your utility bills, managing your water use, or building a recycling program, in the focus phase, the opportunities to zero in and take specific action are endless. The final phase is the aptly named LEAD, which recognizes leadership and sustainability. This phase helps committed, high-performing projects in the pursuit of industry-recognized certifications. Select organizations gain access to high-intensity USGBC volunteers and a suite of programming and events to achieve leadership recognition through LEAD, Energy Star, and other certifications. So there you have it, with Start, Plan, Focus, and Lead. Advance offers every professional, project, and organization an opportunity to gain allies, take action, and get on the path of sustainability leadership.
So that's Advance, and so with Advance, we actually were one of the few first organizations in our chapters of this USGBC in the country to do this. And so what we've actually been able to do is launch something called the 2030 District. So what I want to now get into here is the 2030 District is an initiative focused on, it's ambitious, by the year 2030, reducing by 50% in a given area of a city, 50% in energy use, water use, and transportation emissions for those buildings in that city, in that area. So we're looking at downtown Tucson right now. We had I led this event in May as one of the volunteers with Pima, actually. PCC was involved to have our buildings be part of it, our community campus actually. And with the 2030 District, our focus was on bringing everyone together to see if who would want to commit to the goal of that 50% reduction in the next 14, 15 years here. Being able to really see how far we can get in that time. It's ambitious, but it takes that kind of collaborative process to work together with the Advance initiative. So our Advance initiative kick-started a 2030 District, and that's through the Architecture 2030 efforts, and we have 4 sectors in this room here. We have governmental, we have education, Pima and U of A, we have community nonprofits, and we also have the businesses, and we have a number of building owners and managers. So we all work together. We've been meeting every 2 weeks, and so as another part of my pitch here, I want to show you just a clip of a video so you have a little bit more understanding of the 2030 District.
There's been a really positive response to the 2030 District, especially around the idea of the 2030 targets, which are very specific, so people can really get their mind around it.
What I find exciting about the 2030 initiative, that it combines the existing building and the new building. So it's sort of the continuity of tracking the performance and achieving the goals, which hopefully will inspire and unify the efforts in producing the high-performance building on a larger scale.
We have to be able, as an organization, to deliver to property owners and managers and developers the tools to overcome some of the major barriers in the marketplace to allow them to achieve greater levels of energy, water, and transportation efficiency.
So that's what they're trying to do with the 2030 District. Now, what I want to close with before we get into this mini activity here is where do we start? That's really ambitious, right? It is. It's a very ambitious goal that we try to have a 2030 district in Tucson. It would be the first in Arizona too. We've gone from emerging, our perspective to emerging. We plan to be established by 2017, which would be fantastic. We'd be the first in Arizona. So how do we, like for example, Pima? How does Pima engage in that? Well, we are connecting to Energy Star. Energy Star is such a part of the process that I don't know if you're familiar with it. How many of you know Energy Star in some way? You've seen the appliances or the logo?
Yeah, I've seen
It's all over. You get to save money by using Energy Star appliances. So Energy Star has this battle of the buildings with the EPA, and the idea is that you try to save as much as you can in 90 days. So Pima signed up. We're actually one of the few community colleges in the nation to sign up for it. It starts September 1st. So we're going to, as part of our 2030 district membership, actually see how far we get. And it'll be a good starting point to see what can we do in the next 14, 15 years, or beyond. That's just one goal too. So how far can we get though in 90 days with our community campus to do that? And that's an opportunity to think about how you might engage other people with Energy Star at the very least, or you might want to think about as a starting point in your own home how you can do that. Because I recognize what they're talking about with 2030 district. That's high level goals to reach, but start somewhere. So that gets into my activity here. What I'd like everyone to do just for a minute here, and well, one other thing is this website is really good with Energy Star. If you want to go to, and I'll send it. Well, actually, what I'll do is I'll make sure everybody gets it on the list. We'll send out resources. But this Energy Star resource, it gives you everything you might want to look at as a starting point in your home. If you haven't taken a look at it, it's fantastic. It's just, if you want to know where do I begin, start with the Energy Star website here. So what I'd like everyone to do, just take about a minute here on these sticky notes. Write 2 sticky notes down. One is what would you like to do in your own home or in the community that would be a short-term goal for sustainability. It can be anything you can think of. What is just an immediate thing you'd like to do more of to be more sustainable. The second one I'd like you to write down is what's your biggest aspiration? If you could just think top of your head, if you could meet the ultimate goal you can think of for sustainability. I'm not putting a time limit on it. What would that be?
It could be anything.
It could be anything, and it could be take till 2030 or longer. But what are the 2? So what's your short-term sustainability goal, and what's your ultimate sustainability goal? So if you could just write that down top of mind, and then I would like to share it and see what everybody